Welcome to a whole new world of green living. Imagine your small balcony, patio, or even indoor space transformed into a lush, vibrant garden. This is the magic of vertical gardening, a revolutionary approach to urban greening that is reshaping our understanding of what a garden can be. Vertical gardening is the practice of growing plants upward, using a wall or a freestanding structure, rather than spreading them out across the ground. This innovative method of gardening allows you to maximize your space, turning even the tiniest balcony or the most cramped corner of your home into a verdant oasis. It's an ideal solution for city dwellers and anyone with limited outdoor space, but the appeal of vertical gardening extends far beyond its space-saving capabilities. One of the greatest benefits of vertical gardening is its aesthetic appeal. A wall of lush green foliage or a cascade of vibrant blooms can transform any area into a stunning visual feast. It's an art form, a way to express your creativity and add a touch of beauty to your everyday surroundings. Vertical gardens can be designed to suit any style, from the rustic charm of a traditional trellis to the sleek modernism of a green wall, offering endless possibilities for personalization. But the benefits of vertical gardening aren't just cosmetic. Growing plants vertically can also enhance their health and vigor. Elevated off the ground, plants are less susceptible to pests and diseases, and they receive better air circulation and sunlight exposure. This can result in healthier, more robust plants, and even increased yields for vegetable and fruit crops. Vertical gardening also offers environmental benefits. It can help to improve air quality, reduce urban heat, and even provide habitat for birds and beneficial insects. It's a sustainable, eco-friendly way to garden, perfectly suited to our modern, urbanized world. Vertical gardening isn't just beautiful, it's a smart and sustainable way to garden, so why not give it a try? Turn your gaze upward and discover the endless potential of the space above you. Now that you're familiar with the concept, let's delve into the different types of vertical gardens. First up, trellises. These are classic structures that can be made from wood, metal, or even bamboo. They are perfect for climbing plants such as roses, ivy, and sweet peas. Trellises not only provide support for your plants but also add an architectural element to your garden. They can be used as a decorative backdrop or as a functional divider in your outdoor space. Next, let's talk about green walls, also known as living walls. These are walls completely covered with vegetation. They are a fantastic way to bring a piece of nature into urban settings. Ferns, succulents, and mosses are some of the plants that thrive on green walls. They are a stunning sight to behold and can dramatically transform a dull wall into a vibrant living piece of art. Then, we have tower gardens. These are vertical gardening systems that allow you to grow a high volume of plants in a small footprint. Tower gardens are a great choice for growing herbs, strawberries, and even some types of lettuce. If you're short on space but big on gardening ambitions, tower gardens are a fantastic solution. Last but not least, hanging baskets. These are a charming and traditional way to display flowers and trailing plants. Hanging baskets can be suspended from porches, balconies, or even tree branches. Plants such as petunias, fuchsias, and trailing lobelias are perfect for these types of vertical gardens. They add a splash of color and a touch of whimsy to any space. As you consider these options, remember that the key to a successful vertical garden is choosing the right plants for your system. For instance, climbing plants are ideal for trellises, while shade-loving plants are well suited for green walls. Tower gardens are perfect for fast-growing compact plants, and hanging baskets are great for showcasing trailing flowers. As you can see, there's a vertical garden to suit every space and style. Feeling inspired? Great! Now let's show you how to create your own vertical garden. First, let's talk about pallet gardens. You can find used wooden pallets at most recycling centers or warehouses. After a good clean and a coat of paint, lay the pallet flat and fill it with soil. Next, start planting. Herbs, succulents, and small flowers are perfect for this project. Once your plants are secure, raise the pallet to a vertical position. Voila! You've got a rustic, space-saving vertical garden. Now, how about a hanging garden? Start by choosing a variety of small, lightweight pots. Attach sturdy ropes or chains to each pot, then hang them at varying heights from a ceiling hook or wall bracket. Make sure each plant gets enough light and water. The result? A striking multi-tiered garden that brings life to any room. Next up, let's consider a shoe organizer garden. Yes, you heard that right. An over-the-door shoe organizer can make a surprisingly effective vertical garden. The pockets are just the right size for herbs or small flowers. Simply hang it up, fill the pockets with soil and plants, and you've got an innovative garden that's sure to turn heads. If you're feeling more adventurous, why not try a DIY green wall? You'll need a sturdy frame, a plastic sheet, fabric, and a watering system. It's a bit more complex, but the result is a lush, living wall that can transform any space into a green sanctuary. Last but not least, trellises. They're not just for climbing roses. You can use a trellis to support a variety of plants, from ivy and climbing hydrangeas to beans and tomatoes. Plus, a trellis can add a touch of elegance to any garden or patio. Remember, the key to a successful vertical garden is to choose the right plants and give them the care they need. And most importantly, have fun with it. Gardening is a creative process, and there's no limit to what you can achieve with a little imagination. With a little creativity and effort, you can transform any vertical space into a green oasis. The key to a thriving vertical garden? Choosing the right plants. Vertical gardens, by their nature, have unique conditions that not all plants can handle. Sunlight, water needs, and growth habits are crucial factors to consider. For instance, plants at the top of your garden may get more sun, so choose sun-loving species for these spots. In contrast, those at the bottom might be in the shade most of the time, so opt for shade-tolerant plants. Watering is another consideration. Water typically trickles down from the top to the bottom in a vertical garden. Therefore, plants that prefer drier conditions should sit higher up, while those that enjoy more moisture will thrive at the bottom. Lastly, consider the growth habits of your chosen plants. Trailing species like ivy or creeping jenny can add a waterfall effect, while compact plants like succulents work well for a cleaner, structured look. Remember, the right plant in the right place makes for a happy, healthy garden. A beautiful garden requires care and attention. Let's talk about maintaining your vertical garden. To keep your vertical garden thriving, there are 3 key areas to focus on: watering, pruning, and pest management. First up, watering. Because vertical gardens are exposed to air on both sides, they tend to dry out faster. Therefore, regular watering is crucial. A drip irrigation system can be a great solution for this, ensuring that water reaches every plant, from top to bottom. Next, let's discuss pruning. Pruning promotes healthier growth, keeps plants within their boundaries, and maintains the aesthetic appeal of your vertical garden. Regularly inspect your garden and prune any overgrown or dead foliage. Remember, less is more when it comes to pruning. You can always cut more, but you can't put it back. Lastly, we have pest management. Vertical gardens can be less prone to pests because of their improved air circulation and drainage. However, vigilance is key. Regularly inspect your garden for any signs of pests or diseases. If you spot any, nip the issue in the bud with natural remedies or, if necessary, suitable pesticides. Of course, these are just basic guidelines. Every garden is unique, and you may need to adjust these practices to suit your specific garden and plants. The important thing is to pay attention to your garden and react to its needs. With these maintenance tips, your vertical garden will stay lush and vibrant all year round. Now let's explore the magic of space transformation with vertical gardens. Picture your balcony, patio, or indoor area. It may seem small, perhaps even cramped, but with a dash of creativity and a touch of green, these small spaces can become vibrant, living works of art. The trick lies in vertical gardening. Imagine your balcony before, a narrow strip of concrete with barely enough room for a couple of chairs. Now envision it as a lush green oasis, a vertical garden reaching up towards the sky. A trellis laden with flowering vines could provide a beautiful backdrop, while hanging baskets filled with colorful blooms add depth and character. Or consider an indoor area, perhaps a small corner by the window. It's the perfect spot for a tower garden. With layers of cascading greenery, it's not just a plant display, but a statement piece that breathes life into the room. And patios? They're prime real estate for green walls. These living murals not only maximize space, but also add a unique aesthetic appeal. Imagine stepping out of your door to be greeted by a wall of ferns, succulents, or even edible herbs. These transformations from mundane to magical are not just possible, but within your reach. Vertical gardens offer a creative and sustainable solution to maximize your available space. And the result? A small space transformed into a verdant retreat. With vertical gardening, even the smallest spaces can become beautiful green retreats.